All right, fun grouping right here of what I think Mr. Rogers would have called the helper vehicles. Your fire engines, your ambulances, your tow trucks, etc. All the vehicles that help us get through our busy day and keep us safe and secure, etc. So we're going to get into them right here. There's about 10 total. You're going to get them all, and I'm going to walk you through each one just so you see exactly what you're getting. And we'll start it off with the Superfast number 29 Fire Pumper Truck. This is from Lesney Matchbox series. As you might expect, it is a Superfast, so it should have some pretty good suspension to it, and those tires should move good, but we're going to scream it around here just so you can see all the way around all the goodness that this truck has to offer before we start moving it. Yeah, it rolls nicely. It is ready to go put out those fires. We are ready to go see it do what it does. We'll show you the top right there just so you get a top-down view, and you can see a little bit of wear and tear on it, of course, after all these many years, and we'll show you the bottom as well. We've shown you how it zooms. How does it bounce? You know, not as good as some of the more modern ones, but it still has some pretty good features on it right there. So we're going to move on to something a little bit different, and that is this Studebaker Ambulance. This is from Husky models. It is the Wagoneer, and it is the ambulance model. Missing something a little bit right there. We'll check that door in a moment, but as we zoom all the way around, hopefully you can see it in white on white. Not ideal, but it's what we have here at the moment. So I'll show you all the way around. You can see plenty of wear and tear on this one. Of course, it's out there saving lives, bringing in people in bad conditions. You see the door does open. That way you'd be able to bring in that stretcher. Does it come with a stretcher? No, but it does have that. Now, I believe there might have been some, it might even still be in there. I don't want to, yeah, there we go. So this slides. That piece of glass does slide all the way out. So we'll get one or two shots with it extended like that, just so you know it's not missing. You can see the rest of the blue glass there as well. So all around pretty good. We'll show you that it does drive freely. We will show you that Husky markings on the bottom. I'll show you the top as well, especially now that we've gotten that hood down, if that's what you want to call it, the little skylight. And all around a pretty good piece. Not too bad for a Husky. That's not a bad suspension right there. So all around a nice little one to fill in your collection. We're moving on to the record truck. This one is marked with SO advertisements on it. I don't know what the relationship was, if any, between Lesney and SO back then. Sometimes, just like Lego makes up its own brands, it's sometimes nice to have these little things on there. It gives a little bit more oomph for your play value. You can see it's a little schmutzed right there, but that hook is there, it's present, and it runs. We'll show you the bottom side as well before we show you the tires. They all seem to move freely. Let's see how well they drive. Oh yeah, some good speed on that one. And you might expect that. This is number 71 in the Superfast series, the Heavy Wreck Truck from 1968, so all around a good one right there. We're going to move on here to the Land Rover Fire Truck. Get a couple of shots from some different angles so you can see. Paint job is looking good on this one. It's got the ladder on the top. Very, very British looking. And of course it does say Kent Fire Brigade to make it just that little bit more British. You can see all the way in the back, this nice detailing in there. And as we come all the way around to the front, we'll show you, oh, that drives so nice. Super fast on this one. Yeah. How's it, it doesn't bounce quite as well as I expect it might, but it drives so fast that doesn't matter. You don't buy these to bounce them, you buy these to drive them, and it certainly drives fast. Let's show you the bottom of it. Nice and gray. And that's going to do it for that one. Before we move on to something a little bit different right here, you got a fire chief car. And this is a Ford Galaxy from back in the day. I know we saw some Ford Galaxies earlier, and the hood would open on them, I believe. I'll have to check on this one, see what we're going to see on this one. You can see the glass is present and nice. The siren on the top is looking pretty good. This is number 59 in the series, and it does have that hitch. What is the police car going to tow? I don't know. But that's up to you. If you get this into your collection, you can have it, play with it, do what you like. We'll show you that siren. Has seen a little bit better days, but it's still there and present. Now, the important thing, oh, and it has a little officer inside. I didn't even notice that one. How does it drive? Well, I think it could go a little bit faster and smoother, but there doesn't seem to be, yeah, see maybe that back wheel, see it right there? A little bit wonky on that. Again, pair of needle nose prop pliers. probably take care of that for you. I did want to check that hood. No, neither opens. Okay, just wanted to make sure to be complete. But it's a great car nonetheless, and we're going to zoom this one into your collection. What, have you seen something like this before? A very cool piece. This is the Stretch-A-Fetcha from 1971. This is number 46. Now, this was when they were starting to get a little bit nutso with some of their designs, a little bit less realistic, going into stuff, giving them funky names, and that's great. That's kind of what we think of Matchbox and Hot Wheels today, is some of those really funky designs, and this is no exception. We'll show you this part right here, if we can get that zoomed in. Yeah. Does it open? Yes. Will it stay open long enough for me to get a photo of it? Yes, it will. So all around looking pretty good right there. I'll show you the top because it's a little bit different and unique with these glass parts. They're not actually glass, they're plastic, but of course they represent some glass parts. I will show you that bottom before we show you. Oh, he zooms real nice. Kind of bounce. Oh yeah, that's a good one. And so there you have the Stretch-A-Fetcha zooming off to get another patient. Something a little bit different right here is from Playarts. This is one of their Mercury police cars. Looking very cool. Has the double edge, double lights on the top. Now you can see it's leaning a little bit, or at least it appears to be. Let's see why that is as soon as we stretch it all the way around. I don't think this comes down. Nope, it does not appear to. You can see it's a little bit leaning, so I suspect there may be some issues with those tires. Yeah, so you can see it does drive on its own, but not for a long amount of time. Not really great. And yeah, I'm seeing a little bend in those axles, I believe. Can that be fixed? I believe it can, and pretty easily as well. Are we going to do that? No, we'll leave that up as an exercise to you. Maybe you like it that way, maybe you don't. Either way, we're going to allow you to have it exactly as it came in from our consignor, and still, now look at that. It bounced there for a second. Still has some good suspension despite a little bit of wonkiness in the tires, but can it still go out and catch those fires and put them out? Yeah, I think it can. We're moving right along to the number 3 Mercedes-Benz. This is the Benz Ambulance from Lesney. I'm sure somebody out there already is looking at how can they customize this into a Ghostbuster Ecto 1. I don't blame you. It's got that nice older feel to it. It is a great looking piece. Very British. Very great. Still has the stickers right there. We'll show you the top so you can see that light on it. And of course, as we nearly always do, we'll show you the bottom so you can read the writing and see the condition. We're going to show you the tires. Now, we don't expect much out of this. This is the older style tires, and as you can see, it's riding pretty low. So that causes a little bit of friction, so it's not going fast. But they all seem to move pretty freely. So I think that's going to be a fun one, especially if you're planning on just displaying it. That's a great one for anybody's collection. Here we go. Moving on to one of our last pieces here. This is the number 35 Merryweather. This is a fire engine. It's got still some good stickers on it. All the blue plastic is still functioning. The sirens, and by functioning I mean just not cracked and broken. They don't do anything, just like regular windows in your regular cars. They don't really do much. They certainly don't wind up or down in these. I do want to point that out. They were never designed to, but they are present. They aren't destroyed. A little bit of, can you see some of that paint wear up there? So I wish that were a little bit nicer, but overall, pretty fun one right here. I'll show you the bottom so you can see the writing. And then we'll show you how can it get to the fires, well, quickly. Yeah, that's some good action right there. Not as much bounce, but hey, you don't want your fire truck bouncing. You just want it getting to the fire and putting it out as soon as possible. And we're going to finish up here with a slightly different piece for this collection, but still certainly well within the realm of helper vehicles. This is number 74 Tojo tow truck. It is a wrecker truck with double hooks. Those hooks, one is in there to kind of keep it straight. The other one I left out so I can show it to you a little bit. Zooming all the way around, we'll get it from every angle. It is in green and yellow. Nice amber windows still there, not cracked, not broken. We'll show you the bottom. It is a Superfast, so we expect those wheels to be something else, and we'll find out in a moment. I'm not going to do, well, I don't want to push too much on this hook to get it out from its like safety hatch there, but I do want you to see that they do move, so you can see that and be aware of it. And then we're going to keep it right there. I showed you the bottom. Oh, now we just have to show you him driving. So there's a big accident out on I-80. We need to get to it, and boom, Tojo is on the scene. So not as much bounce as some of the modern cars, but certainly the speed. So now you've seen that one. We're going to show you all of them one last time. We'll get this nice little hero shot because you are going to get everything that you see in this lot, excepting the turntable, of course. But all the vehicles that you see right there in this lot, man, they are waiting for you for their new forever home. You can leave your bids on these by heading on over to TheBigToyAuction.com. You can leave those pre-bids. And by the way, I'm going to mention it came from our consignor with this little older style case that is definitely falling apart. It has seen better days. It's brittle just from the age of the plastic, but it's certainly going to be yours. We'll throw that in there. Now, if you want to keep it and keep them in there forever, fantastic. We'll ship it in there because it'll keep them a little bit safer. If you don't like it, you toss it out. Who cares? You put it in a more modern one. That's okay, too. Either way, that's going to be your choice. You can leave those pre-bids right now at TheBigToyAuction.com, or you can join us live on auction day. Either way, we are definitely going to see you at the auction.